Hello guys, so I'm back again. So I reviewed the votes on the UI you guys chose. There were 13 votes, which is awesome. 13 is something. And then 69% of you guys chose option 3. Then 23% of you guys chose option 2. And 8%. I was actually expecting most of you to choose option 1. But so you guys ended up choosing option 3. Anyway, let me pull up these UIs. So option 2, this is option 2, right? This UI contains something that I love. As you can see here, this art here, where my mouse is currently moving, right? This art here contains a scroll view. If you swipe left, it is going to change this icon. It's going to change it to darker tuning or whatever you call it. It's going to tune its color down and then excel the color of the next icon, make it much light, like add more light to it. Then the next and the next, if you keep swiping, it keeps changing to the next character or the next icon. So that is why I love this one and I posted it on YouTube for post. This is the main reason. Then for the second one, this one, the UI is very simple, very much simple. Background white, up icon here and here, nothing much. The user interface is not overloaded with card views. Everything here is a flat widget, no elevated widget here. That is why I love it, and it's very aesthetic. If you look closely at it, even when you are designing the application, it is not going to lag your mobile device. Like when you launch it on a mobile device, unlike what MD card is going to do to you, it is not going to do exactly that here. So you're going to have a smooth scrolling application if you are to design it this way. Then I love this section here, this first section. When you are starting the app, right, and you see something like this is awesome. So yeah, but most of you didn't choose this anyway. So I will keep that aside, but I love this UI here. That is the second page. Now moving over to this guy. The reason why most of you chose this is because of the simplicity of the arrangement and complexity of the looks. No, complexity of the arrangement and simplicity of the looks. It looks very simple, but this is very complex, guys. So actually, I've been trying this out on Kivy, where you have some widgets that are large and some that are small in a scroll view. With Kivy, it is quite not possible. I mean, with the current widgets in Kivy, know that it is not possible entirely with Kivy. You can actually do this if you bring out the time to create your own widgets. I think using stencil view, because Kivy only allows two kind of layout widgets on recycle view and scroll view. I guess is it no only on recycle view, which is a recycle box layout and recycle grid layout, those two. So when you are designing, you don't get the option to state the size of each inside widget. I don't know if you get me by inside widget. Like on a grid layout, you can't just say this should be small and this one should be big, or use any other different widget of your choosing. It's quite possible to use another widget of your own choosing, but the size must remain the same. That is the actual problem. So the two sizes cannot be the same on recycle grid layout. Reason is because you have to set the size of, once you set the height of the first widget and you set the width of the first widget, every other widget is going to take effect with that same size. So it's quite not possible. So but what I going to promise here is that since most of you chose this, we are going to use this, but we are not going to design it this way. Every widget is going to be equal in size, so which means it's going to be like the first one, something like this. But instead of us having these things here, we are not going to have that. We are going to have these guys up here, then the artist blah 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 section. So this is an iOS design, if I am not wrong. Yeah, but anyway, we would do exactly just that and implement it and see how it works. So first thing first, how would this thing go through? How would we create the application? I've not figured out a name yet, so you guys should come up with something, but for me, I've not thought about any name. So we are going to start with the login page. Though I have not thrown any login page out to you guys, but I have something in mind. Then after the login page, we design the sign up page. After the sign up page, we will design the home page, exactly what you're seeing here. We are not going to make use of this guy here. We're only going to make use of this guy as the home page. Then for when the app is about to start, before you see the login page, just like the splash screen, we are going to use something like this. Yeah, so when after we design the login page and you click on an ad, let's assume you just click on this ad here, right? You'll get something like this, something like this first one or this one here. So I think it's going to be quite awesome. Then we are going to categorize different art, right? Each art drawing, whether flower paintings or tree plant paintings or house paintings or classical paintings, something like that, we're going to categorize them and then use something like this guy here to view them one by one. So here we're going to implement a swiping widget, but we're going to use recycle layout, a recycle view, instead of the Kivy MD swiper, the Kivy MD swiper widget. We're not going to make use of that because it is only making use of scroll view, and scroll view is not the best way to implement this stuff, right? Let's assume we have 1,000 widgets. Your app is going to be very, very, very slow, containing that it has image on top of it. Image loads quite slow. So what we are going to do is we are going to use a recycle view. I'm going to show you how you are going to implement the swiping stuff on your recycle view. It's quite easy. So I'm still actually practicing and writing some codes to see if I can get this done. This can actually be done with grid layout only. There is a code T-shirt man wrote, I guess is it either T-shirt man or Inclement, the guys, the Kivy code devs on GitHub. Yeah, he wrote a code, I think calculator application, where the equal sign spans more than 2 rows. Is it no more than 2 columns? I guess not more than 2 rows, more than 2 columns. So I think it should be row, not column. So it spans more than 2 rows. So I think it's quite possible. So I have been trying also myself to see if I can get it into recycle view, but it's kind of like being a very much big headache. So I don't know how we're going to tackle that, but I will see you in the next video with a sign up page. So I'm just trying to explain what we will be needing during the development of this application. So I don't have a name yet. You guys should think of a name. Bring up any idea you have, and we'll continue from there.